So, basically, the media have started attacking fan bases. Finally, it's actually happened because how bitter that these full-grown men that want to sit there on their chair and think that they know all the insides of Arsenal, Man United, Tottenham, Liverpool, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Juventus. They want to sit there and they want to tell everyone that they know all the ins and outs and, oh, I'll put it in a magazine, I'll put it in an article, I'll put it on a page on Twitter for you to like. That means my family gets paid. Difference is between these mugs, and that's what the media are, mugs. Mugs, jealous, and they're not getting the money that they used to get, right? One thing I will say, when you phoned up, what do you call it now? When you phoned up forget his bloody name, TalkSport. When you phoned up TalkSport, right, and you had to wait and wait and wait, you already had to pay, I think it was like £1 something, maybe £2, right? You'd only get 30 seconds. You get 30 seconds to say what you want. DT proved it because they were talking about Ozil. And then all of a sudden, it says basically he translated from German to English what Ozil actually said. Soon as Adrian Durham worked out that DT knew what he was on about, that was it. Oh, well, what did he say in German? Well, what do you need to hear about it in German for, you muppet? You're English, are you? Why do you want to hear it in German? You absolute idiot. And this is what they do. And this is where I give props to Terry from the Football Terrace, right? He came up with this idea of Fan Part Live, and it was absolutely fantastic. I watched, not the first episode, I'm not going to get carried away, but I watched one of the episodes, right? I tried phoning up, about 19 times it took me, right? 20th attempt, I got through. What's your name? What team do you support? Told him my name, told him team, right? And then he says, I'll put you through in a minute. Within a minute, I was through. Already talking to Terry about Harry Kane, Wayne Rooney, Tottenham, Arsenal. We had a good 5-minute chat. He proved me wrong on things and I proved him wrong on things as well. But he didn't cut me off or he didn't change the conversation and say, well, why did you... Well, we'll say it this way then, instead of that way. Say it this way. Stupid. And this is the problem with the media, right? Nobody buys newspapers anymore because they're ancient. They're irrelevant. No one buys newspapers. The only ones that'll buy newspapers are your 70 and 80-year-old blokes, basically, that don't know what TV is, don't understand what TV is anymore, and basically just want to do the crossword. That's it. There might be that little bit of a percent where they'll look at John Cross's statement and go, oh, I can't believe I read that. Nobody cares anymore, John. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about Adrian Durham. Nobody cares about any journalist. Because the fact of the matter, as I know, and basically the matter is, you're all a bunch of lying pricks. And sorry for swearing, but I'm trying to calm swearing down because then YouTube don't push your videos out more. But I've told you, this is exactly what my channel is going to be. Raw, honest, and if you don't like it, there's the X button. Please leave. I do not need anyone to come on here, give me abuse, and if you do give me abuse, I'm not going to cancel your video. I'm not even going to basically have a go back at you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight your comment, and I'm going to screenshot it, and I'm going to put it on my Twitter. So if you send me a message saying, oh, your opinion means nothing, go and die and kill your sister while you're at it, right? I'll actually take that section, I'll put it on my Twitter, I'll put it on my Instagram, then everyone in the world understands what a vile prick this person is if you said that. I'll give you traction, trust me. If you want traction for sending a message like that and you're desperate for your 5 minutes of fame, don't worry, I'll happily give you that. Jesus, that's how thick some of you trolls really are. So anyway, stuff all that. This is the problem, right? Arsenal Fan TV is not doing anything bad for Arsenal, right? It's doing nothing bad for Arsenal. That's all I'm going to say. Is Chelsea at the minute suffering under 100% Chelsea? No. Is United Stand suffering under Manchester United? No. But journalists are picking these channels now because we are taking the food away from their mouth. They used to sit there all around the table and be like, yes, we're having chicken tonight, love, we're having chicken. Now nobody reads the newspapers anymore and doesn't give a shit. Well, what we're eating tonight then, love? Oh, I've just got pot noodles at the minute. Money's a bit shit at the minute. But it's alright, Arsenal Fan TV are rolling it in. 100% Chelsea are rolling it in. United Stand are rolling it in. Red Men TV's rolling it in. See, the thing with... This is what does my head in so much, right? You've got, like I said, Aubameyang, and you've got Troops and DT, right? All sat against Wolves, sat with each other. Them two are blessed so much to be sat with those two strikers, because they could be gone at the end of the season, right? That's all I'm going to say. But when Aubameyang and Lacazette do leave, do you really think that they're still going to keep in touch with Troops and DT? No, of course they're not. If they are, then fair play to them, but they're not going to at all. At all, they're not going to do it. Arsenal Fan TV and players. And one thing that journalists have not got over them is fan channels, right? When a game finishes, we pop straight on YouTube. YouTube is the new TV, right? No one's going to be watching Emmerdale, Coronation Street, EastEnders, Hollyoaks, all that rubbish, right? No one's going to be watching that soon. YouTube is taking over the world. You have podcasts now with Logan Paul and KSI are basically getting more traction than Anthony Joshua and Andrew Ruiz. You've got the UFC and Nate Diaz. People are talking about Nate Diaz, but they're talking about Logan Paul wanting to go into UFC. They're talking about, is there going to be a time where Anthony Joshua could end up taking on KSI in next 10, 20 years? No one knows. This is the thing with YouTube. It is absolutely growing. It's killing newspapers, it's killing journalists, it's killing reporters. That's it. You have seen so many reporters from Sky, BT, even BBC Final Score actually follow United Stand, follow Arsenal Fan TV, follow the True Geordie. They all do it. They all do it because they're now trying to think of ways to actually jump on this YouTube bandwagon and get themselves out there so they can carry on feeding their family. This is what does my head in so much. If Arsenal have a bad game, do you think the players are going to sit and watch Arsenal Fan TV and go, oh, bloody hell, yeah, I was crap that day. Yeah, I better go and say apology, really, to Robbie, Troops and DT. No, of course they're not. Of course they're not. They're not going to do that at all. But this is what pisses me off with the media, right? This is why I don't go with England. This is why I don't support England as a club. Anything. Don't care. I would rather see Arsenal win the Champions League than England win a World Cup. Frame that. But this is what does my head in. Raheem Sterling, when he first burst on the scene with Liverpool, absolutely brilliant. The media could not build him up enough. He's going to be this, he's going to be that, he's going to be amazing. Then he goes to City for his big money move, absolutely breaks records under Pep Guardiola. Now the media are like, well, you know what? We made Raheem Sterling, now we'll take him away. Nah, you're not doing nothing like that. Absolutely antagonising the bloke. Oh, Raheem Sterling spends 250 quid on EasyJet when he could just fly for free. Maybe he just likes the value of actually money. Maybe he understands the value of principle. Maybe he understands the value of helping out others. Oh, Raheem Sterling spends 500 quid at Primark. Why is he not going to Gucci? Maybe because he's not actually fucking dumb and he might realise that you don't need designer clothes to make yourself relevant. I wear fucking Primark and I'm happy about it. I wear Primark, I wear H&M. Happy with it. I could easily, when I go to London, go to Oxford Street and spend 500 quid on a fucking coat. I could easily do that. But then I'd also get the better profit out of a coat from H&M for 20 quid instead of 500. And have people think, oh God, he's got some money, juffing hell, look what he's wearing. You've also made yourself a target for other people to rob you as well. This is what the media do not understand. This is how they're so thick. But like I said, they built Raheem Sterling up and they think they can just take him away like that. Nah, not happening. I cannot stand the media. I hate them. But they're jealous. They're jealous, they're bitter, they have no connections with the clubs anymore as much as fan channels. Like I said, TalkSport, you wait for ages to get on there, absolute ages. There's a reason why Adrian Durham has come out and said what he's said about Dennis Bergkamp, and saying how Van Dijk is a better player in the Premier League than Dennis Bergkamp. Seriously, all he wants Arsenal fans to do is bicker with Liverpool fans, because Liverpool, top of the league, riding high, you can't say anything bad about Van Dijk. Arsenal, suffering under a manager, don't know where we're going, they want to cause an absolute chaos because Adrian Durham is going to sit there like this with his cigarette and go, they're still arguing. Bloody hell. Fucking hell, I think we'll pay for Christmas dinner today, love. Jesus. That's all they want. They don't care about you. They don't care about the fans. They don't care about anything apart from making sure that they line their pockets. That's all they care. You've got AFTV and 100% Chelsea that are so blessed to what they're doing. Even someone like Yusuf, who's so blessed in what he's doing, starting his own thing, building it up. You've got Mark Goldbridge, that's been labelled the new Alan Partridge. The new Alan Partridge is actually doing brilliant and running with it. Now you've got journalists putting him in newspapers, trying to knock the bloke down, trying to make him feel bad about himself, trying to probably make him into depression. Everybody in the world loves seeing someone succeed. But then when they succeed, they also love to bring them down. They love to knock them. They love to kick them when they're on the floor. Absolutely make an example out of them. That's what they do with the media. Nobody cares about your newspapers. Nobody cares about your columns. Nobody even cares what bleeding David Ornstein says anymore. Has David Ornstein ever been right since the new regime came into Arsenal? No. No. He can come back on himself as much as he wants. Oh, I was told to stay quiet. Sorry, as a journalist, if you know big information and you know it's going to happen, you're going to run with that. So you can be the first person to say, I said it. I know most of the stuff at Arsenal that what journalists would love to know. What do I say about it? No. I'll say about it when I get the approval. See, the thing with journalists, there's no respect. No respect whatsoever. They'll build you up. Once they've got what they want from you, they'll kick you down and they'll literally leave you there. And they'll not help you. Telling you, YouTube is taking over. And everyone who doesn't like it, tough. Lump it. That's all I'm going to say. If you like the video, like, subscribe. Also subscribe to Sunny TV Unfiltered, where we do the podcasts. Absolutely brilliant last night. We might have an argument with each other and stuff like that, but we all respect each other. I messaged Sonny straight after and went, basically, I can't believe you muted me. I couldn't believe he did that. But I couldn't believe he muted me and all that. But we're not arguing or anything like that. We're fine. But anyway, if you want to know that, ask him. So like I said, please like, share, subscribe. This is what you get from my channel. I haven't got sponsorships watching my channel, right? So I can say whatever I want. Not racist, I'm not abusive, and I'm not offensive. But if somebody comes at me, trust me, you, everyone in the world, will know who you are. Because I will help the haters get as much publicity as they want. Even if they send so much vile stuff, I will give them so much. Because when somebody recognises what you've said out in the public and recognises you, there's your 15 minutes of fame. See ya, kids.